How's it going, guys? What you're going to see today is a review of the SR-2 PDW exclusive to the engineering class in Battlefield 4, and it just came out with the Naval Strike DLC. I finally unlocked it, so I'll give a review on it. And in my reviews, of course, you know I like to give out all the information regarding it, from the synthic stats to the max ranges is most effective, the attachments I like to throw on this thing, how you should fire it in terms of tap or burst fire, the assignments to unlock it, and basically everything you need to know in terms of using this weapon. First things first, to actually unlock the thing, you have to unlock the assignment called Packing a Punch, and it's very simple. It's just take out 20 boats, which won't take you long in the Naval Strike maps. And the boats can be jet skis, the hovercrafts, the rib boats, the RHIBs, the attack boats, anything. Destroy 20, gun is yours. Very simple there, nothing really complicated. Breaking down the actual synthic stats with regard to this weapon. Max damage is 26 and minimum is 12.1. The damage drop-off starts at 10 meters and ends at 60. The fire rate's 900 rounds per minute, which is very high, of course. And the logical thinkers of you out there will immediately know where I'm going with this. That a 900 round weapon per minute weapon should be a considerable close range threat, but that's basically its range, maybe medium at max, and that's basically as you might expect. Muzzle velocity is pretty low, 310 meters per second in terms of comparisons to other weapons. And when you equip a suppressor, it drops all the way down to 180 meters per second. So again, that's already 2 points there in terms of the fire rate and the muzzle velocity, suppressed or not, that give you the clue that this weapon is extraordinary in short range, but other than that, it's not going to be your best friend. It's not very versatile. The bullet drop is 15 meters per second, which is actually, well, the bullets will drop more than the 9.8 gravitational constant of the Earth. So again, another hint. Magazine size is pretty good at 31, and it fires a 9x21mm round, so it's pretty small, but gets the job done. Reload time basically is 3.5 seconds empty, 2.6 when there's a round left in the chamber. In terms of recoil management, it's the actual staff forward is 0.29 recoil up in terms of vertical recoil, and it's balanced at 0.45 left and right. So the good news with this thing is you're only going to actually have to account for vertical recoil. The horizontal recoil is almost non-existent, and you can completely destroy any recoil at all if you use, like I've said in multiple other reviews, tap or burst fire. But you won't need it for this thing, because because of the high fire rate and how it handles, you won't be using this thing very far other than short range. When you actually, well, the attachments you're going to see is, I use the Cobra sight because I didn't have the Coyote sight unlocked at this point. You're basically stuck with an ergonomic grip because it comes with the weapon and there's no other option to change it. I like to use the laser sight because this thing will be an absolute monster, because you're going to be using it in short range. You're going to be hip firing a lot. Throw on that hip fire, or the laser sight, for the added hip fire reduction to the penalty, and you're going to be a monster in close range with this thing. You'll see an illustration here as we go. And basically that's, with regard to those stats, that's what I'd say would be its strength. When compared, like in a very quick comparison here to the AS-Val, which is another very popular one, the advantages of the SR-2 is that the damage drop-off starts 25% further. It ends 20% further as well. It has a bigger magazine size, and has less upward kick of 28%, so that's pretty good on this thing. So giving you those stats should obviously dictate basically one thing, is that this thing is a monster in close range because of its extreme fire rate, but especially when you equip a suppressor, do not try anything in medium range. It's quite the situational weapon. In TDM, if you stay indoors and you stick up to the buildings like I was earlier, you'll dominate. If you start to exceed that range, in the range I'm here now or further, you're going to be in serious trouble against anyone with an assault rifle. Overall, I would consider it great in short range, as I've said multiple times now. Don't go any further. That's my review on this thing. See you later.